Hey guys, it's GED question of the daytime, and we are still matching pictures of lines to their equations. You can see the directions here say, what is the equation of the line pictured below? Now, just a fair warning to everybody out there, the easiest way to do this particular problem is just to memorize the two special lines. We have horizontal lines and we have vertical lines, and the way their equations look are always the same, like you can recognize. But there's a lot of students who, no matter how many times I ask them to memorize that a horizontal line is in the form y equals a number, and a vertical line is in the form x equals just a plain old number. No matter how many times they memorize that, it doesn't make a lot of sense to them. And so they mush it up, they mix it up, they forget for the test, and they get really confused, especially because it feels wrong to them, because they say, well, but Kate, the horizontal axis is the x-axis, so why would it be y equals a number? And the vertical axis is the y-axis, so why would a vertical line be x equals a number? It's the opposite of what I would expect. You know, it's like counterintuitive to students. And so what I'm going to prove to you is that even if I do this the long way, I'm still going to get the same answer. So what do I mean by the long way? Oh, I should tell you what the answer is first, huh? Y equals a number. So I'm looking at one of these because I have a horizontal line. It's a flat line like the horizon, horizontal. And I said that it has to be y equals a number. Well, what number here? Well, where does my y-axis cross with my line? My line here crosses the y-axis at 2. And so this is the line y equals 2. Okay, but like I said, since this is such an easy concept, you're just supposed to remember it. Students actually forget it. You know, it doesn't make sense to them. So let's do it the way we've been doing it. With any line and every line, this will always work. You have this y equals mx plus b formula, which is the equation of a line. And what we're supposed to do here is plug in the m, the slope, and plug in the b, the y-intercept. Well, it's clear that my y-intercept is 2. But what is my m here? What is my slope? Well, look how I have a flat line. I have a totally flat line. It's not sloping. It has a slope of 0. Well, 0 times x is just 0, so then I get y equals 0 plus 2, and that further simplifies. 0 plus 2 is just 2. And so whether I do it the long way or the short way, I'm going to just get to the fact that y equals 2. Now, you might say that doesn't make sense, Kate. This should be the line x equals 2. This is the objection I hear most often, and I'm like, no, that's not true. Take a look at what I'm saying. If you look at this, like, let's look at this point right here. This is the point. A 0 on my x's because I haven't gone left or right of the origin, and 2. This point right here, I've gone 1 over and 2 up. So that's the point 1, 2. I don't know. Let's look at this point. Sorry, that point. So here I've gone 7 over and 2 up. So you can see on this flat line, oh, let's try a negative one, like here. There I've gone negative 5 over and 2 up. So the idea here is no matter what I had on my x, it changed. My y was always the same. My y was always equal to 2. And that's why this equation works. It says y is always equal to 2. Wonderful. Okay, so now I did that 3 different ways. My goodness. Used a bunch of reasoning. I don't care which way you use, but I do want you to remember that for your GED. If you have any questions about this or any other GED math topic, be sure to drop it in the comments and I'll do my best to answer it.